What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today is Wednesday, January 3rd, in the Lord's year 2024. The Lord's year, folks. I say these types of things. How the hell are you doing? Welcome to my new year. I'm glad that you guys could come to my 2024. Man, what a day, what a morning, what a washing. What a, sorry to all the longs. If you got liquidated this morning, you need to be more careful because things like that happen in Bitcoin. We'll talk about this matrix port thing. I haven't looked at the markets in probably about an hour. Last I looked, it certainly was bouncing back from, I think it was around 40,000. Seems like those gaps were meant to be filled, folks. But we don't know. We don't know. Is Gary does Gary things. You know what I mean? Old Gary, sweet Uncle Gary. What else? We got some news from Agro Token. I think they closed their their Series A. We got Crypto for Change and Seawill over the next block talk to TravelX. They're teasing some alpha on their show tomorrow, so you should tune into that. After you tune into my show, the ReCoop, the thing you're watching right now. And what else? There's some other things. And then we got Folks Finance coming with a large community coin competition. We're going to look at that article. I don't really know a lot of details, but the 100,000 mALGO is compelling. So we'll see if that's worth the price of admission. What's going on? Anybody in the chat? How are you guys doing? I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling good. Today's the 3rd. I'm on so that means I'm on my 3rd day of not being a drunk asshole. And I feel decent. I feel like I'm still cycling through 2023. You know what I mean? I still feel like my body is processing 2023. Certainly the last 9 days of 2023. There was a lot in there that needs to cycle through, folks. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You're going to see this guy. My skin's going to shine. Like by January 21st, my shows are going to get a little smarter. They're going to get a little more structured. You're going to see me. You're going to be like, wow, Coop looks younger. Is his beard turning less gray? It's weird what nutrition will do, folks. So anyways, I hope you haven't messed up your New Year's resolution yet. It is only the 3rd. Even those guys at the gym may still show up at the gym today. You know what I mean? So go to the damn gym. Stop being a lazy fuck, all right? Don't drink the booze if you're not supposed to drink the booze. If you have no problem with the booze and you have no desire to stop at all because it's fine, then drink the booze. Anyways, what's going on, guys? We got Prithvi. Morning, Coop. Won't stay for the show, but figured I'd say hi. Well, thanks for showing up anyways, Prithvi. Prithvi is a trader and probably was surprised this morning. But maybe nothing surprises him. Happy New Year to you too, Mort. Good game. What's going on? Happy New Year. Follow the ReCoop. Choice Coin says it, and I think you should do it. I certainly think you should subscribe to this channel. You should follow me on Twitter, and you should like this video. And we should keep on doing stuff like that. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad you tuned into the ReCoop? There you go, buddy. Writing my jokes for me. Shaq is a former fellow stand-up comedian, and he writes knock-knock jokes. That's why he's former. I'll let myself out. Just kidding. Wilson, what's going on? Dan, a.k.a. Uncle Sam Algo. Happy New Year, everyone, and Happy New Year to you, Dan. Uncle Sam, good to see you in the chat. Django, what's up? Coop. Yes, Django. DeFi Beans, blood in the streets on the 2nd day of the Lord's year. I think it's the 3rd. DeFi Beans. I think it's the 3rd. This is my wife's graduation, my high school graduation cup. It's got a list of all of the people in her senior class. So I want to give a shout out to Fina Lashinsky and Amy Hall. Fina and Amy, you just won ReCoop if you're watching the show. Blood in the streets. Yep, we saw that. Smash that like button. Do it, man. Dan, a.k.a. Uncle Sam. Folks Finance, V2, liquidated amount, 50,000 algo, repaid $10,000 USDC. Well, there you go. Sorry to see it. Sorry to see it. Good morning. Happy New Year to you too. Blessed for the day. BTC ETF news was strategically planted to manipulate the price down to put FUD in the entire crypto market. I think that you're onto something, GG. I do believe that they are trying to FUD this before they pass it. And I think last I looked, the market was like, yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right, dog. Lies. Coop, you sexy beast. Piston Ferkel, I love you, man. P is in the building. Algo Learner, haha, caught you live. Hi, guys. Happy New Year. What's up, Algo Learner? Don't booze. Choice Coin said it. Happy New Year, sir. Dennis Bad Taxi, happy back. Ha 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 ha. I'm juicing a lot this year, and I'm also minting Aura. So Piston Ferkel is getting jacked this year at whatever cost. What are the days anyway? Who gives a shit about the days? You know what I mean? Guys, 2024 is our year. You know? Screw days, screw weeks. It's just moments in time that we're existing through where we're just going to be rained upon by the fantasy gods. You know, before we dive in, we'll go look at all the news and stuff like that. But my son got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas and he got Madden. And he's been very, very excited to get Madden. Now, Madden is one of those games that was one of my favorite games, which is pretty cool, right? I loved Madden. I was good at Madden. Not necessarily good at this new Madden because the new Madden's got a new controller and everybody looks like real football players. I'm fucking grandpa over here, but it doesn't matter. I haven't played a lot of video games since I used to like, Madden on my PlayStation 2 or whatever. But point being, my son's drafting. He's got all these players that he's doing, and all he wants to do is talk about his Madden team. And I was like, oh, well, this is what my wife feels like when I want to talk about my fantasy football team. Jesus, shut the fuck up, kid. All right, up we go. GM Boss swapped all my Barb, Borg, and Peps into Coop. Am I doing it right? Oh, man. I think a lot of people in this chat would say yes. What do you guys think? Changed all his Peps and his Borgs and his boobs and his Barbs and put them into Coops. So I can unequivocally say that if you are holding a ton of boobs, you should put those boobs in Coops. Jesus. Are we going after the Coop Gialgo Folks game? I think we're going to go look and see what that game is. I think we're going to do that in a second after we look at the news. What's up, World Renowned? I think I sent you your taco. Oh, by the way, important. This is important, folks. This is very important. It's a new year. It's been too long. I need to do a better job of housekeeping on my giveaway for Christmas, okay? I have every intention of giving all those things away. Unfortunately, I didn't follow up with all the givers awayers. You know what I mean? I didn't actually go be like, hey, I need that thing and give it to me because I was very busy. I left the list here when I left for Christmas. Now I'm back. I've given away a few of them. Most of the big ones have been, well, not the big ones, but a lot of the ones that I think the people wanted got, but there's other ones that the people want and they haven't gotten it yet. So if you are somebody that gave me something, please just do me a solid. Would you reach out to me and be like, hey man, you want that thing? Just to help me. I'll reach out to you too. We'll get it done. But more importantly, if you're somebody that won something, please tell me. Please tell me that you won something and you want it still, so I can make sure to do that. You can DM me. You can tag me on Twitter. And, and there's some fake account with 2 L's at the end, Coop_Daniel. And instead of an S at the end, it's another L. Please report that. And why the hell I was going to report it to the Twitter police, but then it's like I have to give them an ID. I have to go into a safe space. I have to call local law enforcement so they can prove that I'm really me. Like, come on, Twitter. Come on, Twitter. But anyways, I think they already have my driver's license anyways. Why do you need that? I'm from an account. Anyways, I paid your stupid check mark. Pretty soon I'm going to not pay for your check mark, but I probably will. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, give me everything you got, bro. There he is. It's Buddy Man. It's Buddy Man, and my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, are collaborators in the Algorand ecosystem. They've now collaborated twice on a shitty doofy. And my daughter drew one, and then It's Buddy Man ran with it. And then this Christmas, I sent a Christmasified shitty doofy to him, and I said, "You want to enter into the EXA market little competition?" And he goes, "Sure, bro." And he did it. He put lipstick on that pig, and we submitted it. He submitted it. He minted it. He submitted it. So if you'd like to go to that post on EXA, I think you can still vote. Find Evie and It's Buddy Man's post. And I think he said that he plans to split if they win with my little girl. So we all win in that situation. Reported that slimy impersonator. She did most of the work. I was just a slob that traced it into the digital. You know what's funny is that in a lot of ways, she actually did. She's a cutie. She's a talented little girl. And her mom doesn't show her enough respect. Just kidding. Why am I throwing her under the bus like that? Such a dick. No wonder she hates me. Hell yeah, give that young lady a stack of algo. Let's go. All right, Mort. Does your daughter know it's called a shitty doofy? No, didn't tell her that. Didn't tell her that. Haven't mentioned that. Nope. Didn't say it. All right. Hey, let's get to the news. I'm sure you guys actually want to get to something. Oh, you know what? And I mentioned this last night, and there's a couple of haters. I don't even know if there's a couple of them. I think they're all the same account from a freaking pack of oysters or whatever his name is. But I guess what the deal is with the haters. If you've been following me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. If you aren't, just who cares? But the cool thing about adding a couple of haters is that it shows that I'm not being so careful anymore, because I don't want to be careful, and I don't want to be stupidly optimistic. I just want to be real with you folks, and I do want to be optimistic, but I don't want to be stupidly optimistic. You know what I mean? So everybody can go on a little river, float on the river, and suck a dick. All right, everybody, let's move on. Let's go to see what's going on at CNBC. Let's see what's going on at CNBC. And if they have anything interesting to say, what are the markets doing in this new year? I haven't looked at this at all today, so I have no idea. There you go. That's what we're looking for. A bunch of red. NASDAQ falls for a second day following worst session since October. Apple declines again. I think they got downgraded, didn't they? But yeah, this is definitely different. Santa Claus has left the building. And now the Grinch gets to reign supreme. That's terrible. Sorry. Dow down almost 200%, 0.5%, or 200 points, 0.5%. S&P 500 down 0.5%, everything. And then the NASDAQ is getting a little extra pressure, down 125 points. And old Russie's down even more, down almost 2%. So the growth stuff is not doing well. GM did good, though. GM's 2023 U.S. vehicle sales were its best since 2019. Xerox, man. Whatever happened to Xerox? Well, it's going away, clearly. 15% of its workforce, they're cutting 15%. There used to be a time when you copied a piece of paper and you called it Xeroxing. Nobody calls it that anymore. They call it Kinkozine. Kinkozine? I don't know. Does Kinko's even exist anymore? It doesn't. It's like FedEx now, right? Job openings nudged lower in November, down to 1.4 per available worker. Dry January money perks. This woman saved $48,000 for 8 years giving up alcohol. Oh, man. Live a little, lady. Stop counting all the money you saved from not drinking. Names in Jeffrey Epstein's court documents to be unsealed in New York on Wednesday. We're all sort of wondering what's going on here. Has it happened? It hasn't happened yet. Court files and documents containing previously hidden names of people associated in some way with the late notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein will be unsealed. Epstein killed himself maybe in 2019 after being charged with child... Am I sharing all this, by the way? I'm not. Oh, buddy. Starting the new year on top of it. I didn't even know anybody told me that, but I was like, you know what? I might not be sharing this. You guys didn't see any of that market. You just had to listen to my dumbass and look at my stupid face. All right. Things should start getting unsealed today. The fact that people's names appear in the files does not necessarily mean they engaged in wrongdoing. Only Epstein and Maxwell have been criminally charged in connection with his longstanding abuse of girls and young women at residences in New York, the Virgin Islands, and elsewhere. Maxwell is serving a 20-year federal prison sentence on charges related to recruiting and grooming young women to be abused by Epstein. Epstein for years has socialized with former presidents Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, as well as Britain's Prince Andrew and many other rich and powerful people. You know, it's funny. Everybody really wants to see these names, and it's just like every side, I think, is going to get some names that they wish they didn't see. And then we're going to see all the people do backflips and contortions and pretzels to defend their person that got named because, oh, that's because of the thing and oh my God, it's exhausting. All right. Ba-do-do-do. Feds bark and see likely soft landing ahead, but notes rate hikes still a possibility. Okay. State Capitol buildings evacuated after bomb threats. All right. That's not good. Big short investor Steve Eisman worries everybody is coming into the year feeling too good. Target Red Card Credit Card review, 5% discount at Target and few other benefits. I got one of those. I have a Target Red Card. Please don't steal my identity. All right. Let's look at Bloomberg. Still have not subscribed. I will someday though. Let's just look at Bloomberg real quick. And then we'll get to the stuff that we actually want to talk about, right? Harvard's president's shock exit exposes decade-spanning rifts. Apple leads 370 billion tech rout and reversal from group's 2023 rally. U.S. job openings, quits, and hiring ease as labor market cools. All right. I think that we are all a little too bullish on the economy at this moment. And that's probably also translating to Bitcoin. Reverses course ahead of eagerly awaited ETF decision. I think we're also probably a little too excited about crypto in general. This run up at the end of the year, like in things like AVAX and Solana, and Bitcoin even maybe, like it's a bit frothy, folks, especially the crap like Sol and AVAX and that where they just went on these exponential runs. I think that we're going to give a lot of that back and they're going to figure out how to do it. And if it is rejecting this Bitcoin spot ETF, or delaying a lot. I think the only one that they really have to decide on is the ARK Invest, right? Gary, I don't think would mind giving Kathy a smack, but I don't know. There's more to it than that. We'll read on. Let's go to CoinDesk real quick. All right, so it's bouncing back. So it's at those terrible lows of last week. So we're almost back up to 43, folks. BNB is stronger than ever. Yeah, I mean, it's really bounced back for sure. An hour ago, Bitcoin ETF looks very likely given these bureaucratic SEC steps. Let's read their article. We see a 98% chance of approval in the next couple of weeks and the high likelihood of a Bitcoin rally to follow. Let's address a topic the crypto industry is obsessed with. Okay, I'm not going to read this guy's op-ed. It won't be a couple weeks. It'll be this week if it's happening because they have to make this week, next week. It'll be next week if it's happening. USDC stablecoin momentarily depegs to 74 cents on Binance. Okay, didn't know about this. The stablecoin immediately snapped back to its dollar peg on Binance. Somebody sold a bunch of USDC. Circle's USDC dollars pegged stablecoin fell to as low as 74 cents on 3 separate occasions today, following a market-wide sell-off spurred by a report casting doubt over whether a spot Bitcoin ETF will be approved this month. Between 1210 and 1221, USDC suffered 3 spikes down to 74, 80, and 79 cents against its tethered trading pair on Binance. The price immediately snapped back to $1 on all 3 occasions. This can occur when a trader sells USDC for USDT and there isn't sufficient liquidity to maintain the dollar peg. The 2% market depth on Binance for USDC-USDT pair is skewed to the upside, with 26 million in orders stacked up to $1.02 and 6.1 million in orders stacked down to $1 or to 98. This means that when a trader makes a sell order larger than 6.1 million, the price would fall below 98 cents. There was 6.2 million worth of volume. Yada, yada. More than 500 million in derivative positions were liquidated following a report by Matrixport, which predicted the SEC would reject a number of spot Bitcoin ETFs applications this month. It's worth noting that this trading pair has experienced several slight depegs over the past few months, although none of those exceeded 4% in either direction. Last time USDC lost its peg was in March, following the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, when it traded down at 86 cents after it was revealed that Circle had a portion of funds back in the stablecoin held at the beleaguered bank. Okay, so that's okay. People exiting USDC in droves, apparently. So hopefully they don't know something. Vitalik calls ENS super important. Arbitrum sets a record high as value lock crosses 2.5. Okay, great. All right, so this is the news of the morning. Let's look at it. SEC Chair Gensler is not embracing crypto in the US, and it might even be a very long shot to expect that he would vote to approve Bitcoin spot ETFs. He loves Bitcoin, doesn't he? I thought he loves Bitcoin. It's the only one that he likes. Crypto investment services provider Matrixport expects the US Securities SEC to reject all applications to list a spot Bitcoin this, you know what I'm saying, ETF this month. The current 5-person voting commissioners leadership critical for the ETF approval of the SEC is dominated by Democrats. SEC Chair Gensler is not embracing crypto in the US, and it might even be a very long shot to expect that he would vote to approve Bitcoin spot ETFs. An ETF would certainly enable crypto overall to take off. And based on Gensler's comments in 2023, December, he still sees this industry in need of more stringent compliance. From a political perspective, there's no reason to approve a Bitcoin spot ETF that would legitimize Bitcoin as an alternative store of value. The widely anticipated approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF in the US helped drive Bitcoin prices, yada, yada, up nearly 160% on the year. Matrixport estimates that of the extra 14 billion of fiat and leverage deployed into the crypto since September, 10 billion might be related to ETF expectation. BTC is currently down nearly 7% on the day at 42.5, with the entirety of that decline coming in the space of a few minutes around 12 UTC. Galaxy Digital Head of Research Alex Thorne took serious issue with the Matrixport report, calling it bewildering and nonsensical. Galaxy, in partnership with Invesco, is among more than a dozen firms who have applications with the SEC for a spot Bitcoin ETF. I guess we could read this. Bewildering note from Matrixport. Several of their supporting arguments are nonsensical. 3 of their most confusing and questionable claims. That the bull run was kicked off by Franklin Templeton's September ETF filing. They write, there is now more than one big traditional finance asset manager applying for an ETF. No mention of the fact that Invesco, WisdomTree, Van Eck, Fidelity, and ARK had already filed and all have more ETF assets under management than Franklin Templeton. In fact, Franklin Templeton is just 25 on the list of top ETF issuers by OHM. Also, last fall's bull run was not set off by their filing in September. The run really started after the false Cointelegraph tweet and then the gamma squeeze in late October. That all ETF applications still lack a critical requirement. Here they are apparently referring to the fact that the issuers all have surveillance sharing agreements with Coinbase, but Coinbase is only 11% of the spot market. Apparently, they missed the DC Circuit Court of Appeals ruling, which negated this question, which first of all said that surveilling future markets was sufficient because futures and spot prices were mathematically indistinguishable. Other commodity ETFs also surveil futures. Matrixport also says the SEC is suing Coinbase, so they are a bad choice. Future ETF applications should also include, they write, Kraken, OKX, Bybit. The SEC is also suing Kraken, and the idea that these would be good for the omission of OKX and Bybit is strange. That the SEC commissioners would vote to reject even if the staff recommends. Why would something suddenly start working or being approved if it hasn't worked in 10 years? I won't speculate about individual commissioners, but there's not a real argument here. We all know why, because the market has meaningfully changed. The issuers are serious and seasoned, and the market infrastructure has matured significantly, and the courts have weighed in. It's impossible to know the future, and certainly anything can happen, but this prediction from Matrixport is a real head scratcher. And then the guy in charge of Matrixport, I guess, the main guy, Jihan Wu. I don't really know a lot about Matrixport, folks, but I've seen the name before. Matrixport's analysts operate independently, expressing their opinions without any influence or interference from management. They are employed from their superior analytical skills compared to mine and other management team. I have only briefly glanced at the title of the report, as many of you. Marcus, a talented analyst, authored Crypto Titans last year, detailing blah, 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 blah. Matrixport was among the few who accurately predicted Bitcoin's low point and maintained an extremely bullish stance, as intended. This report was prepared for Matrixport's clients. However, its widespread by the media was not planned by Matrixport and is beyond our control. As far as I know, Matrixport has been consistently advising our clients to be mindful of risks and leverage, especially given the market's volatility, yada, 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 yada. Looking at Bitcoin's history and its future prospects, the current volatility and the potential approval uncertainty of a Bitcoin ETF in January 2024 are ultimately of no importance in the long term. Bitcoin will always prevail. In my opinion, the approval of a spot ETF by SEC, which will attract fresh investment into Bitcoin, is inevitable. Bitcoin is poised to solidify its position as a store of value and a risk hedging asset akin to being better than gold, baby. There you go. Jihan came through and been like, look, my boy might be right, but in the long run, we all know Bitcoin to the moon. So that's what he said. All right, let's look at the block and prices real quick, and then we'll move on to some other news. Oh, I didn't share all that crap, did I? Sorry. Okay, we're off to a rocky start this year. Okay, I guess maybe I did. All right. Yeah, so Bitcoin's about to take back 43. So this was a short-lived, just make sure that everybody gets liquidated moment. Bitcoin futures show clear bullish indicator for 2024. Michael Saylor is going to sell a bunch of its company shares. Bitcoin call options concentrate on 50,000 for January 26, expiry on Deribit. There's a notable concentration of call options with the strike price of 50,000 for the January 26. Blah, blah, blah. Coinbase shares slipped 20% into the new year as price of Bitcoin seesaws. Etherscan acquires SolScan to expand blockchain data services. Hey, Etherscan, you want to buy Algo Explorer? I think they'd like your cash. All right, that's enough. Let's look at CoinMarketCap. Say what you want to say. Keeps on its major insane run. Bonk is down. Volume is extremely high for Bitcoin right now, up to almost 50 billion. Ethereum, these are impressive numbers, but we all know why. Nearly 20 billion. BNB still green on the week. Solana dipped below 100, down about 10%. Down 10% over the last 24 hours, so it's definitely down. XRP has fallen below its 60 cent. Cardano's giving away a lot of its gains. AVAX is down more than most. Deservedly, I imagine. Its run has been crazy. You know, the meme coins, you know, we'll see. Polkadot down a lot as well. Cosmos back to $10. We're seeing all these prices near showing some resilience. Actually, it's at 375. Hedera, I know some of you like Hedera. Hedera's down 8.5% over the last 24 hours. Sorry for all that. Arbitrum is on a tear. Stacks staying strong. Say, damn, man. Say's in the top 50 now. I think when I started looking at Say on this show a couple weeks ago, it was barely in the top 100. So Say, I think they have a meme coin called Sayans. So there you go. Tia has also been on a tear, but cooling off a bit. Thorchain just loves this space of like mid fives. Oh man, did Algo fall out of the top 50? It sure did. All right, Algo down about 10.5% over the last, about 11%, over 11% over the last 24 hours. It's green over the last hour, but not really. It's at 20.5 cents. So we'll see. This might be the flushing, and then a lot more money. Once people get excited, they're going to probably deploy it back into Bitcoin. And then we're going to get some crazy run into like 50,000, if 50, 60,000, if these spot Bitcoin ETFs get passed, which won't necessarily drag all of these things around up with it, because there's a lot of froth in the altcoins. So we'll see. The games are being played, folks. That's for damn sure. I have no idea. Obviously, neither do you, but games are definitely being played. All right, let's go to Vestige real quick. See what's going on over there. Polka Gold up almost 18%. Who are you, Polka Gold? Who are you? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Sorry for that. Oranges continue its it going down. Barb is up 4%. Let's look. So Chips maintains its leadership status at nearly 0.5 cent. Polka Gold is number 3, and of all ASAs, over $600,000 worth of stable TVL and $4.3 million market cap. A bigger market cap than Chips, 4x market cap, a DeFi. Vestige is up 5% over the last 24 hours. That's also looking good. Opal pushed down a bit. It's at 11 cents, but it's up in the last 24 hours, over 5%. GORA is at its place at 25 cents, 25 million market cap, over 200,000 in stable TVL. KubeCoin, resting there mid 3 cents, a little less than 200,000 stable TVL, and pushed down a bit to a $675,000 market cap, but still doing pretty good with high volume. Akita is also doing pretty well. There you go, guys. Should we look at, we can click on these popular ones here and see what's going on. Barb walked itself down, but then Barb got a little excited again. Look at that. The third largest Barb pool is Coop. The Coop community knows how to provide liquidity to the eco. Let's look at Orange. Orange is at $2. So you can get an Orange for about, 10 algo? Or a Coop. Second largest TVL. Nearly half of the Aura Algo TVL, by the way. All right, there we go. Let's do it. You guys ready? Let's look at the chat real quick. Let's get back to business. And then we'll look at the folks' competition since we're talking about Coop. And then we'll move on with our day. All right, let's go. It's only a screen. I know. You haven't looked at the crypto market yet. I know. Coop triggered real moron. Does your daughter know it's called a shitty doofy? Coop triggered a real moron with 4 Twitter accounts. It's for real. He does. If you ain't ruffling feathers, you ain't doing it right. That's right. But be real. That's what I'm here for. Animal style. Thank you, sir. And I will be. I'll continue to be here and try to keep it as real as I possibly can. Let's just unshare this so you guys can see this glorious face squinting at the screen. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. January 21st. I'm going to look great. It's got to get through this first week. Okay, you haven't looked at the crypto market. Oh, surprise screen. I know. Real talk. Have you spoken about the IRS's new law? I know, I haven't. Let's talk about that. Something to do with any trade of 2,000 or 10,000 above needs to be reported to the IRS, right? But I haven't looked. Is that just for businesses? Is that for individuals? I imagine it's for everyone, but I'm not sure. I saw conflicting, noise on Twitter about it. So I should dive into that. I'll dive into that a bit tonight before I go to bed, and we can talk about it tomorrow. How about that? It's only for companies. Okay, so World Renowned says that take crypto. Okay, do I look like I could own a company? You got that muscular taco now. Hit the like button. Animal Style's calling it. I do love an Animal Style. This guy is clearly potentially somewhere near an In-N-Out. And I have to say, I do enjoy a In-N-Out Animal Style hamburger. Anybody else enjoy that? I enjoy it. Some people say, it's overrated. Okay. Most burgers that are all hyped are overrated, but that burger is delicious. My mouth is literally watering right now. I don't like the fries though. Anyways, okay. Kinko.algo for all the kinks. There we go. Damn, I have been sober for 8 years. Where is the money? I know. There you go. World Renowned. Where's your money, man? You saved $50,000. Should be near a down payment. No, World Renowned lost his money at the casino. All right. I was going to say something like you could be making up these headlines. Bill.lockerup.algo segment is available. Is Devin on that list that's coming out today? Is that why Devin is always on the run? I hope there's nobody named Devin on that list. Devin for president. Bankers, stop feeling good, people. Yo, what's up, Ibu? Fred, what's going on? Good morning, Coop. Good morning, Fred. Citadel, BlackRock's bitch. Our friends from AlgoFi know Citadel well. BNB Algo Farm on Tiny Man is strong. There you go. 98% chance. Love that call. 98% is better than a Steve Nash free throw. Bullish. Coop solves this. Deposit APY 15% plus for USDC, USDT on Folks Finance right now. Not a lot of risk there, right? Well, I guess we saw that there is risk on Binance. G-Algo, that gov period, number 10 stack. Can you look over TVL per crypto? I should. Oh, we go to DeFi Llama. You guys want to see that? I should go to DeFi Llama. But to go from 100 to 50 is easier than 50 to 40. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's referring to, but maybe. Probably going to dump more. Animal Style says 10,000 has always been the line on IRS reporting since Patriot Act, called stacking, I think. Is audio lagging for anyone else? Is my audio lagging? All right. Coop, I love you. Taco Coin is now doing smash burgers at our restaurant with fresh cut French fries. Smash burgers are all the hype over here. People love a smash burger. I'm okay with the smash burger. I still prefer an In-N-Out. But I mean, you guys are smashing the burger. You're not Smash Burger. There's a place called Smash Burger here. I don't know. Is that a national chain? I don't know. Criminal defense work is interesting. Yada, yada, yada. She had like 4 houses paid with cash. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I love you guys. All right. It's like I think Folks Finance is here. I think Ibu is watching. I think he wants to see what we think about this Folks Finance thing. So let's go look at it. Let's share this instead. Hopefully my audio isn't bad. Tired. I feel tired. All right, 100,000 Algo. Okay, Algorand's biggest DeFi projects join forces to support the network's trading scene with a massive prize pool. 2024 is going to be Algorand's best year yet. There you go. Let's go, folks. Algorand is an ideal network for traders thanks to its high speed and low fees. It's easy to create a token and establish a liquidity pool, which has led to thousands of community coins being available across the primary dexes, Tinyman, Pact, and Humble. To start 2024 right, Folks Finance is teaming up with its partner dexes for our biggest ever DeFi initiative. 100,000 Algo will be awarded to the community coins, which can create the largest liquidity pools using their token and gAlgo. Folks will lead by committing 50,000 Algo to the loop, matched with 20,000 from Tinyman, 20,000 from Pact, and 10,000 from Humble. 100,000 Algo will be divided as incentives for community coin liquidity pools. The contest will be split into 2 rounds during Q1 2024, which will give 2 chances to compete. Round 1, 50,000 Algo. The registration ends on January 16th. Incentive distributions, January 16th to Valentine's Day, where we all fall in love again. All right, guys? So at the end of the distributions, the entire Algo community is going to fall in love with each other again. Round 1, token registration form. Round 2, registration ends on February 27th. Okay, we just read that. Community coins will have to create the largest liquidity pool of their token on each DEX measured by TVL. Liquidity pools must be a token/gAlgo pair. When the registration period ends, a snapshot will be taken of all liquidity pools. The top 3 largest token gAlgo pools on each DEX will be granted 4 weeks of LP incentives, meaning 9 pools will win per round. The same pairs can win on different dexes. Example, coin/gAlgo could have the largest pool on each dex, winning more than 1 first place spot. This is good. I mean, there's a lot of people win here. Rules of entry. For round 1, tokens with the pre-existing token gAlgo liquidity pool above a TVL of 5,000 will For round 1, tokens with the pre-existing token/gAlgo liquidity pool above a TVL of 5,000 will not be eligible for the contest. With gAlgo, I don't think does any community coin have a larger TVL than 5,000 paired against gAlgo? I doubt it. Stablecoins are ineligible. Tokens with the fully diluted market cap above 5 million are ineligible. Oh, I see. That's why Greg from Orange was asking about fully diluted market cap above 5 million, because it's probably got a higher market cap than that because so little of the supply is out. Okay, well, I see why he would still want to participate in that event. Tokens and projects which have received grants or funding are ineligible. Opportunity to appeal is given in the application form. I don't believe that, for example, ReCoop has received any grants or funding. They've had incentivized pools before. The creator of the competition hold the right to disqualify tokens if the integrity of the competition is broken with any sort of manipulation tactic, and we suggest communities engage with us in order to identify manipulations. So number 5 here is probably going to be a headache for Folks Finance. But hopefully it all gets adjudicated. These guys are smart guys. The tokens are encouraged to compete across all 3 dexes by creating multiple pools. Winning on more than 1 dex per round is allowed. We at Folks, alongside our partners at Tinyman, Pact, and Humble, are excited to see how the Algorand community responds to the community coin contest. We've designed this initiative to give opportunities to projects which may not have previously been able to secure incentives. A rising tide lifts all boats, and the community coin contest is built to be a conduit for growth and camaraderie in the ecosystem. If you need a refresher on how you can contribute to your favorite, blah, 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 and you're going to have to learn how to use gALGO. Right now, you're able to get gALGO one-to-one with Algo. So even if there was a super hyped up moment for gALGO where gALGO is actually more expensive, this could also provide a lot of opportunities for DeFi players to borrow gALGO during this period and then swap it for Algo at a rate that you usually don't get in the beginning of the governance period. Look, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Because I don't see anything wrong with this. I think that this is fantastic, and it's encouraging the community coin kind of hype that's happening right now with things like Barb and Peps, and of course the Coop. And then there's other ones. What other ones are there? Sus, P Gold. I don't know about P Gold, guys. What do you guys think about P Gold? That's got a huge amount of TV. Okay, now I should have done that. Should have looked at that probably before I went to Vestige, because now we can go look at Vestige. Let's make sure that we're all good here. So let's see. P Gold has got a market cap of less than 5 million. So I guess they are able to play. Interesting. They're just going to be able to run it. They clearly have a ton of money that they're willing to deploy. Who is P Gold? Who are these people? Anybody know? 43 cents, 600,000 TVL. Their volume of nearly $121,000 in the last 24 hours. And nobody in the Algorand community knows who the hell they are. And it doesn't even seem like anybody in the Polkadot community knows who they are, except for like 5 accounts. What's going on, folks? Give me some details, folks, because this is interesting for sure. The amount of money being poured into this project is certainly interesting. Coop. All right, folks. It's going to be interesting. Well, I got to check my Vestige vault. I'll definitely be helping out the Coop cause. Okay. Sweet. Well, I mean, you guys, what do you guys think? Let's look. Let's see what you guys think. I think it's a good idea. You guys don't like it? No coin has a plus 5,000 TVL with gALGO right now. Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, look, this does obvious benefits to deepen the liquidity of gALGO. Is going to make that trade a lot better. So that's obviously great through all the aggregators. And that's going to do wonders for gALGO. So this was a really, I think, as far as I can tell right now, this is a very good beneficial thing for Folks Finance and for the users of Folks Finance to have a deeper liquidity that isn't just Folks Finance having to constantly maintain and call the Algorand Foundation or however they maintain their liquidity. So this is going to be it's going to be great for them in that sense. And then it's also just an incentive for, these coins to kind of prosper and to encourage people to participate. And then there's going to be a bunch of rewards after that. I mean, 100,000 Algo is not small, right? That's 20 grand right now. Coop's been registered already. There you go. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. Did Pact once had a giveaway? Chopper from Pact 1. What insurance do we have, if any, that the winner will not be an insider? Ibu, do you want to come on the show this week? Why don't you come on the show this week and talk about all this stuff? You can answer all the questions. What's today, Wednesday? I mean, Ibu, do you want to come on the show tomorrow or Friday It's up to you. If you're available at around 12:30 p.m. Eastern, either tomorrow or Friday, hit me up in the DMs and come on. Let's talk about folks. Let's talk about this, and let's have some fun with it. You can help by coming on my show. It'll seem like you're showing preference to Coop, and that'd be cool, right? Everybody likes a little preferential treatment. Just kidding, by the way. I just made that probably harder for you to come on the show. I joke about it in person because it doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't care. Minting opens after January 5th. GALGO minting, that is fantastic. Head over to DeFi Dragons, ask for TD, and tell them Uncle Sam sent you. I should go over to that Discord. I haven't been there in a while. I'm a dragon. Governance strategies galore. P Gold is the Polkadot community. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of whales from Dot. Gotcha. Vestige Vaults. Fuck the world. Just bought 4 oranges for the culture. I do own 8 oranges. Hey, Benedetto, WinLP is collateral on folks' finance. Hey, Benedetto, WinLP is collateral on folks' finance. What a question. Uncle Sam and I have the same question. We've had this question for like over a year now, Benedetto. Ben, are you there? Why don't we get LP anymore? Folks' finance V2 is a little less fun than V1. Where's LP as collateral, Benedetto? Benedetto. All right, let's do it. He can do it tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Ibu on the show, and we're going to talk. We'll catch up with Ibu, and we'll talk about all things folks finance, and we'll also talk about this new incentive. Sweet. And by the way, no insiders can really win because the rewards go to the pool. So it sounds like, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, Ibu, but we just read it, so I think it's pretty obvious, but maybe I'm just moving too fast. But it's going to, the winnings go to the LP, like a farming incentive, right? All right, cool. All right, so Ibu will be on the show tomorrow. That'll be fun. We'll talk all about this. And that's that. All right, everybody. Well, what else do we got? Is 10:30? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's perfect. It's been an hour. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I feel like I had, yep, as APR boost. Yeah, for sure. AgriToken. Do you guys want to look at that real quick? I think I mentioned it, but we can look at it real quick. Why don't we do that? Speaking of Polkadot and Algorand, AgriToken, I believe, is starting their own Polkadot parachain. But hold on, what am I doing? Let's share the screen. Okay. AgriToken. It is with great enthusiasm that we announced the completion of our pre-Series A investment round featuring the participation of Bunge, Visa, and other investors. 12.5 million. Other investors. So we got Visa, Bunge, and Borderless Capital. We all know about Borderless, and then some other VCs. The U.S. $12.5 million raised in this round will be directed to strengthen our commitment to rural producers, aiming to connect their productions to end consumers. Additionally, we will use these resources to drive sustainability and innovation across all links in the value chain. Our goal is to actively collaborate with clients worldwide, co-creating solutions that deliver a digital experience. Con gran entusiasmo, anunciamos el cierre de la ronda de inversión pre-Series que cuenta con lo... Oh, wait, that's not English. All right. Okay. So there we go. AgriToken winning, doing something. And then tomorrow, like I said, you'll find out what's going on with TravelX. We all looked at this already. Is there anything on the... Okay. Anything on the feed? All right, I'm done. All right, folks. Well, it's been a good time. Thanks for showing up on this third day of 2024, our year. Did you talk about Algo Explorer shutting down? I think we talked about that with Crypto for Change on New Year's Day. I didn't. I just joked about Etherscan buying Algo Explorer. But by the way, there is news actually since Monday because Algo Explorer decided to keep Algo Explorer functionable until the end of January to help with the transition away from it. So that's good, right? That's a good thing to do. Make it less abrupt and less disruptive. Cool. All right. Every day is going to be a better day as I get further away from 2023. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Coop. Happy New Year. Our year. It's our year, folks. 2024 is our year. My year. It's my year, and you guys are invited. All right. So you guys are invited to my 2024. Tune in every day, Monday through Friday at around 12:30 p.m. Eastern, so you can experience 2024 with the owner of it. So I appreciate you guys showing up to my year, and let's keep the party going. I will be the host of this year all year. And let's grow this thing. Let's bring more people into the year that actually matters, the 2024 of Coop. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. See you tomorrow when I'll be joined by Ibu from Folks Finance, and we'll talk about the things. All right, everybody. Peace.